Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan Cohn, and today I have my book review of the book Wraithbound by Tim Akers. This is the first book in his planned Spiritbinder saga that he plans to do. I don't know how many books it plans to be, but this is book number 1. It came out last year, and I actually have 2 copies of the book. I have the trade paperback version, which was the first edition, and I also have the mass market. I have the trade because I got it at a bookstore, and then when the mass market came out, the publisher sent me the mass market. So I read the book, and this is not my first Tim Akers book, believe it or not. I actually read Night Watch last year, and I thought it was okay, pretty bland. It didn't work for me, sadly. And so I was thinking, maybe I do want to get back into Tim Akers' books, try something else from him. So I picked up Wraithbound, thinking that it might be enjoyable, and it was very enjoyable. This is very much in the style, I think, that Brandon Sanderson type fans will enjoy. The way I'll describe this is this has very much a focus on a hard magic system. It has a focus on its kind of world building and making it very lived in and making it very detailed. And so if you like reading about magic system stuff that's pretty hard, I think you'll quite enjoy this book. Where this book, I think, lacks a little bit is perhaps in character development and pacing of the story. This book it never really hooked me like some fantasy books have. There were entertaining bits throughout the book, but it never really hooked me throughout. But it had elements that really intrigued me that made me say, okay, I got to keep going with this. Basically, the premise of this book is the main character of the book, Ray. He becomes a Spiritbinder, and he becomes a magical user type thing, and he and his sister have to run away when they're being chased by the authorities, and also at the same time chased by this evil magic user who you don't know why he wants them. And this has some really interesting visuals. If you have ships that fly in the air, you have a very interesting fantasy concept, like the Voyage of Gerald Shannara, or even the book Eyes of Silver by Mike Stackpole. Those books have that concept of a flying ship, and I really enjoy that, and you get that here, which is pretty cool. And it's, I think, used very effectively. The character of Ray is a standard protagonist. There's nothing particularly, different about him or anything that really entertains me about his character. It's really about the magic system behind it, because it's a very complex magic system. And so I enjoyed the book. It's not a favorite of the year or anything. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I had fun reading it, and I might pick up book 2 when it eventually comes out. I think that he plans to alternate this series with his Night Watch series. So this book came out last year, so this one comes out this year. The book 3 in this series comes out this year, and then I think he'll do the next book in this series next year in 2025. So we'll see when it all comes out. But yeah, it was an enjoyable book. And by the way, this cover art, which is, let me check to see who did it. I want to make sure I give the proper credit. This is by Jeff Brown. This cover art actually was nominated for a Dragon Award. And when I posted this on Twitter, everyone that commented was just saying, oh my goodness, that's a gorgeous cover. And so it's certainly eye-catching, certainly. But I would say if you like Brandon Sanderson's focus on magic systems in his books, you'll enjoy this book. So that is my review of Wraithbound. I liked it more than Night Watch. So if you've read this book, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And until next time, I'm Jonathan, and thank you for watching.